So today we're going to be reacting to a video, or to an article here by Kevin Pelton from ESPN. Thankfully, I would hope that Kevin Pelton's not going to be just, like, with ESPN, you never know. Like, if you get, like, an Alexa Philippou, like, article, it's probably going to be fine. Some people's fine, and sometimes it's AI. Like the Sanaya Rivers is a great offensive player, but a bad defender article. However, let's take a read right here. This is what will Clark, Reese, Jackson, Jackson and Moore do for WNBA Encore. So obviously we know about their rookie season. So more weapons for Clark. In the wake of Clark being named Rookie of the Year, earning all WNBA first team honors and leading the Fever to the playoffs for the first time since 2016, her team became a favored destination in free agency, which is very true. Obviously getting DeWanna Bonner and Natasha Howard. With these additions, Clark enters the season as the favorite for MVP, ahead of three-time MVP Angel Wilson, MVP runner-up Fee. If Clark would win MVP, she'd be a least experienced winner since Candace Parker in her rookie season. You see, I'm not going that far. Like I say, I'm not letting, I'm just saying, I am not allowing Lauren Jackson erasure. I am not allowing the WNBA media to erase Lauren Jackson. I'm not allowing Lauren Jackson erasure here. She came over to WNBA when she was 19, and she won a WNBA MVP in 2003. She was younger than Candace Parker. She had just turned 22 years old. She was, in fact, younger than Candace Parker. She's the youngest MVP ever, as far as I'm aware. But we're not having... Lauren Jackson played in the last Olympics. She literally played in the Olympics for Australia. When was Lauren Jackson? Ooh, maybe. Sorry, it's very close. A little bit younger. I think a little bit younger Lauren Jackson was for winning MVP. A tiny bit younger. By a couple of weeks. But we're not having... You know what? Least experience since Candace Parker. Yeah, it is. It is. That's a very true statement. But it took Wilson and Breanna Steward have combined to win 5 of the past 7 MVPs until year 3 in the league to reach that level. And the year had to take down a winner in their prime as established as Wilson. The year before, Stewie won in 2018. Sylvia Fowles won her only MVP at 31. Della Dom was the MVP before Wilson won it in 2020. Was unable to participate in the WBALL that season. Realistically, I consider both Wilson and Collier more likely to win MVP. I think Collier, yes. Wilson, no. Age needs to average 30, or the Aces need to be a top 2 seed. Otherwise, she's not going to win an MVP. But, yeah, like... Because the Fever added 2 scoring threats in Bonner and Howard. They're starting 5+6, one with Sophie Cunningham. But double figures previously, or obviously, average 8.4 points. There will be fewer players to go around. Based on projections, rotation for Indiana's players' usage rates will need to drop an average of 3% from what we otherwise expect. Although that change may not be distributed equally, the Fever surely want to take some of the load off Clark, ranked 2nd in total minutes as a rookie. On the flip side, that could produce better efficiency for Clark. She shot 39% in catch-two threes last year. Per Genius IQ ranking as compared to 32 on pull-up attempts. Clark took more than twice as many pull-up threes as catch-and-shoot ones. Evening out that ratio could help Clark improve an area which could already be a strength. I think Caitlin, I will be honest, I think Caitlin's stats are going to go down from next year. From this year. I think she's going to average about 7 assists. I could see like 5 rebounds, 7.5 assists, and 18 points. Like, I think that's going to be the case. And I actually don't predict her to lead the W in assists. I think Alyssa Thomas is. I have this really weird feeling Alyssa Thomas is going to lead the W in assists. And the reason why I think Alyssa Thomas is going to do it is because the Mercury are going to run absolutely everything through Alyssa Thomas, whereas the Indiana Fever are going... I have a weird feeling they're going to run less through Caitlin Clark than we saw last year. But Clark's biggest leap could ultimately be in the playoffs. The 6th seed Indiana was swept by 3rd seed Connecticut Sun without getting a home game. With Bonner and Howard Fever now favored to earn a home court advantage. No, they're not. No, they're not. You guys ranked them 5th, didn't you? If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but am I right in saying that ESPN ranked the Fever as the 5th best team in the WNBA this season? I could have swore they ranked Fever at 5, which is not favored. Closer than last year. But, yeah, like that, an expectation. Honestly, Fever being better, Caitlin winning MVP, it wouldn't shock me. She wouldn't be my call purely because of, again, just because of usage rate. Just because of usage rate. But raised expectations for Reese. Over the past year, Reese has thrived off low expectations for her individually and her team, slipping to number 7 pick in the draft. Reese joined the Sky team is expected to be among the league's worst ever trading copper. Propelled by Reese's All-Star debut, Chicago stayed in the hunt for a playoff spot until the final week of the season. I mean, you need to win, like, it was looking like someone might have made the playoffs with 13 and 27. Like, wasn't that hard. The only team who were in the playoff teams were the Sparks and the freaking Wings going to that point. That pale in comparison to Reese's surprise Rose BC team pulled off, or the victory they pulled off. She didn't play like in the playoffs. And Depoy, fair enough. Like, I watched a lot of Unrivaled. I didn't know there was anyone playing defense, so fair enough. She was as good as anyone was. But I think the Sky are going to be really good. I have this really weird feeling the Sky are going to be the 6th seed. Like, that's my weird take, is that the Sky are going to be the 6th seed. And the Sky match up so well to the Fever that it's annoying. It's annoying how well the Sky match up to the Fever. Because the Sky, my prediction is 3-2 for the Fever. In those 5 games. It would not surprise me to see Sky take the series over the Fever. But it would also, I think the Sky winning and Fever winning 4-1 are probably equally as likely. 3-2 is what I would call. But that first game of the season, I have a really, really weird feeling the Sky win that game. Like, the Sky looked like they were going out harder in preseason. But Reese hopes to get back to the Sky playoffs after 2-year absence. I would assume they're going to make it. In particular, Vandersloot's playmaking should benefit Reese by setting her for more easy finishes. Reese made 44% of her potential assist opportunities last season per Genius IQ on self-created shot without an assist opportunity. Reese shot just 35%, producing the lowest effective field goal percentage for any player with at least 100 attempts. Obviously, she can't score layups. She still can't score layups, by the way. But I have a really weird feeling that Angel's going to be playing, not point forward, but Angel's stats are going to have like a really, really... I think it's going to be... People are going to be really disappointed with Angel Reese's stats this year. That's my prediction. Is that her impact... And that's the one thing I've always noticed with Angel Reese is she can be a statless all-star or she can be a stat padding losing basketball player. And this, sorry, I'm not counting college. I'm purely just counting in the WNBA last year. I felt like she was playing like a statless all-star, but when she started, but then became a stat padder. And I don't think there's an in-between, like, because I think Angel Reese is a very good passing forward. She's a very good dribbling forward. She's a very good defensive forward as far as just guarding kind of the Stewies and the Fees of the world. I think she's very, very good at that. And she can actually attack the basketball, draws fouls well, but if she's I've always said this, if she is your 4th option, your team's going to be really good. And it looks like with the Sky, she's going to be their 3rd or 4th option this year. And I was like, if she's your 1st option, your team's going to be bad. If she's your 4th option, your team's going to be insane. And if you're looking at their options, like the first option is going to be that pick and roll. Then Ariel Atkins and the wings probably going to be the next option. And then kicking to a 3-pointer is probably a 3rd option. Getting it into Angel is probably the 4th option. And I do think she's going to have a really good season from a basketball point of view. But the box score watchers, which is, let's be real, the majority for fans are just scream double-doubles. The box score watchers are going to be saying she had a bad season. But I have a feeling, a lot of the time I feel the worse Angel stats are, the better she can play in a lot of games. But improved space will also help Cardoso. I think Cardoso could be a most improved player. The only downside for Reese is that an improved Sky offense can mean fewer rebound opportunities after she was the only second player to average 5 offensive rebounds a game. That's a trade-off she'll really take. And it's like, I'm sorry, like, how is that a downside for a player? How is it a downside for a player in a team sport that your team scores more shots? It's only a downside for the Reese fans that believe that that offensive rebounding is the most beneficial thing in basketball. And I'm not saying it doesn't mean anything, but like, you'd rather a team score baskets than get offensive boards. Rickea Jackson, I have a weird feeling Rickea Jackson could be the most improved. She's the preseason favorite for most improved. Yeah, but like, is she the preseason favorite? I saw Caitlin Clark being the favorite for most improved, which is never going to happen. MVP, Rookie of the Year, Paige. Why is Malonga second for Rookie of the Year? I love how they had to take down the 6th Player of the Year Apparently, Maureen Johannes was plus 5,000. And I know someone who put decent money on Maureen Johannes win. Apparently, they just don't know. Rakia Jackson, Ryan Howard. Okay, Caitlin Clark's finally gone. My prediction would be Rakia. Leonie Phoebus could be. But the only problem is that she's going to Eurobasket, so she's not going to win the awards. How many awards, actually, are people going to Eurobasket apply? Depoy. Ezzy Magbour being 1,100 for Depoy is crazy. Who's the highest player? Who's going? Not many are going to Eurobasket, to be fair. In the MVP race. But, yeah, Rakia, fair enough. Like, at least, I can't remember what it was. One of them put Caitlin as favourite for most improved. But, yeah, you've got here... That'll be a change from Preston. Jonquil Jones, 2017, was the last second-year player to be named MIP, though Jones was the third sophomore to win in 4 years back then. They added Plum, Lexi Brown, or obviously Lexi Brown is gone. The Sparks also could get full season from Odyssey Sims and Azare. I do like Azare, and in fairness, Odyssey Sims was fantastic for Dallas. Number 2 pick, Brink, was off to a slow start offensively, shooting 4% from the field, but her size made the 6'4". She's about 6'6". One of the league's top rim protectors from day one. 9% of opponents' 2-point attempts Brink blocked were by far and away the most in the league, with nobody else cracking 7%. Having her back in the court should help the Sparks improve a defense that was ranked 10th on a per possession basis. I don't know when she's going to play. I would not be surprised if Brink doesn't play this year. I would not be surprised. With Plum offering another ball handling option, Jackson's development as shooter could take center stage year 2. She made 35% of her threes as a rookie, up from a 31% career in college and 34% her senior season. And Aaliyah Edwards, I have a weird, like, it's one of the most, they're the most stupidly stacked front court. Like, their 4th-choice post players, Kiki Iriafen. And if Kiki Iriafen starts playing well, Aaliyah Edwards might be thrown to the bench because she can't play the 3. So it is a tricky one. It's a really, really tricky one with them. Because obviously Emily Angster, Sika Kone as well. And I do feel bad for Kiki Iriafen. Like, why would you... Like, she might end up being screwed. One of them's going to lose a lot of minutes. One of Kiki or Caitlin, or Aaliyah Edwards are going to lose a lot of minutes. And maybe it's... Hopefully they have the development of Leah Edwards and not just have their shiny new toy in Kiki. But she did look good and Unrivaled, and to be honest, like, I don't see there being much with the Washington Mystics. I don't see them being much at all. But anyway, yeah. That is pretty much it, lads. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Do you guys agree? Do you guys disagree with anything that was said? I actually don't mind this article, and to be fair, I will say this is a much, much better than reading some of the AI slop that ESPN has put out over the last couple of months. This is an actual article, and no Caitlin Clark favourite for MIP talk right there. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. I'll see you guys.